As we talk about the issue in football, we are looking to see as the issue spreads into other sports, notably basketball, notably soccer, and beginning in the hockey world. Questions about how hockey teams will deal with it, questions about how the Pittsburgh Penguins will deal with it, and specifically Captain Sidney Crosby, because the team is heading to the White House on October the 10th to be feted by Donald Trump. Brett Ruskin is in Halifax on this story because, Brett, there's some discussion about their hometown hero, Sidney Crosby, and whether he should be going on the 10th.
Well, plenty of discussion indeed, Heather, here in Nova Scotia. Some people saying that Sidney Crosby and the Penguins should go. Other people saying that they should reject the invitation from Donald Trump. Keep in mind, it's fairly commonplace for the president to invite championship sports teams to the White House following their win in the season before. And in fact, the Penguins did win in 2016, went to the White House as well. But again, this isn't 2016, this is 2017 with President Trump in the White House. Now, there has been lots of discussion again in Nova Scotia here, including editorial cartoonists. Here is Bruce McKinnon's cartoon from a couple of days ago showing Sidney Crosby depicted wearing his Penguins jersey with a stain on it named Donald Trump, saying that some stains are hard to remove. And so there's been divided opinion here in Sidney Crosby's home province, but here is former Halifax Poet Laureate Elle Jones to explain why she thinks that Sidney Crosby should reject this invite from Donald Trump.
A lot of athletes understood what this moment meant, that this was a very, very important moment to recognize social injustice and also to recognize the right that athletes have. So I think that response does send a message. Some people are trying to say it's a non-response, so it doesn't mean anything, and he didn't say anything, so therefore it's not political. But as Martin Luther King Jr. tells us, when you remain silent in the face of injustice, you are choosing the side of the oppressor. So I think whether that's what they intended, it's what has happened.
And so again, that's what we heard from Elle Jones. And again, we know the date now, October 10th, for tentatively the Penguins and Crosby scheduled to visit the White House. Heather.
Lots of questions for the team and its head coach, Mike Sullivan, who has been fielding those, Brett. He has been on the defensive about the decision to go and protective about his captain.
Well, certainly, Coach Mike Sullivan says that there is a division between the athletic and the sports side and the political side. And by keeping in custom, which is often done by having these sports teams visit the White House, and by not rejecting this offer, that they are not being political at all, because they're doing what is conventionally done by sports teams every single year. And so here he is addressing the Sidney Crosby issue as well, and how he says it's unfair to the player.
The fact that, you know, Sid seems to, people seem to think that Sid needs to bear this burden of responsibility is unfair. We have respect for those that choose to express themselves differently. I wish we would receive the same respect in return, and I wish our captain would as well.
And so again, lots to be discussed here. We now obviously know the date that is now set for the Penguins we're going to be visiting, and that is October 10th.